Alrighty, good morning, good morning, good morning. I did a video earlier. I went ahead and I set that link to private because apparently it's not for everybody. It's really funny because I accidentally dropped the C word in the video. And yeah, and then as soon as I went to load it and everything, and then I went to go to my phone because I readjust the tags and shit on the phone, I was giggling because I accidentally dropped the C word, and then it popped up in my little announcements for the news that like one of Betty White's co-stars, it's really bright on me right now, called her with that. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't share that one. People are so sensitive to words. Right? I drop the F-bomb all the time. I think it's funny. I think people should not allow a single word to totally derail you, right? Because I'll be having an intellectual debate with somebody, and I'll drop the F-bomb, and then all of a sudden, all logic, all reason, all everything that was going on in the debate goes out the window, and they hyper focus on just that word. Now you're not intelligent because you use that word. Now you're this, that, now you're that. And actually, that's the exact opposite. People who tend to swear more tend to have more extensive vocabularies and higher IQs. They tend to just be more intelligent in general. I know. Amazing to think that. Like I said, I'm friends with a lot of truckers. I'm friends with a lot of military people. Alright, so today we're going with McGreeve as the book for the day. And, yeah, this is about, I think I spoke about him yesterday, too. This is, Garrett's cousin. Right, who were we talking about yesterday? It was Garrett, right, the other day. Ulium. I believe they call him Will, because it's just easier than calling him Ulium, which is really, really old way of saying William, right? And he had a succubi older female girlfriend when he was younger, and she pretty much poisoned him and tricked him and everything else and he ended up leading to the death of his mother, his unborn sister, and his father. So, alright. What we got to start here? Ooh, Jack of Signs. I'm losing it today. Jack of Swords here, right? Oh, that feminine angel. She's got the key in her hand there. Curious, opinionated energy here. We also have got the 9 of Rods, right? Super defensive energy. And there's that Medusa. There's Medusa. And page 9. Let's see what's on page 9. I'd like to get a page from the beginning of the book and one from the back. All right. Oh, and Monroe. Oh, yeah. Also, this is the Immortal After Dark series by Kresley Cole. And Monroe is the book that just came out. I just saw his name on the page. So he's in the McGreeve clan. In fact, she helped Will see the faults she helped Will see the faults in all his friends. Are you going into the woods, Moreau asked, pulling on his own breeches, to see that female in the old cottage? A stark contrast to the dreary woods, Ruli's home was brightly painted with intricate eaves and spindles, as if from a Fae's dream, and Monroe had never even seen the inside. It was not only fantastical, but mystical. She told him it had been standing for centuries, immune to decay. What do you know of her? Will asked, struggling to focus his vision as another wave of pain hit. The tunic he had just donned was already moist with sweat. I know the tales surrounding her. That she is a hideous old crone who lures youth to their doom, and she fattens them up and then feeds on their flesh. The rumors are false. The fact that Roy cooked feasts for him and then used his body for nourishment wasn't lost on Will. Are you going to tell Da? Oh God, or gods forbid, their mother? No she-wolf could be fiercer than Alice McReeve. 'Twas one thing that Will had found his mate in a different species. 'Twas another that he had been lying to all of them. No need, Monroe said quietly. Ma and Da already suspect you've been sneaking out. Because you told them. Again came that flash of hurt, like the creature had kicked him in the flank. You can I would not do that, brother. Will believed him. Will believed him. At these times when Monroe... Oh, that's it. So Monroe's brother. Okay, yeah, that's it. Hot and hotter. They're twins. These two are twins, and she's the one in the cottage, and yes, it does end up leading to a whole big thing for them. Alright, so we got these two energies starting out, right? She's toxic, she feeds them. In these books, the succubi are not necessarily evil. They just are what they are. And I've talked a lot about that with you guys before, too, that people are like, energy vampires, da-da-da-da. People feed off your energy. We all do. Everybody does. Everybody, you are either absorbing other people's energies or you're mirroring their energies, and everybody's interacting in their own way, and everybody has their own way. Yeah. Like I said, that's why I kind of wanted to do these books, because it gets into that, the different types of demons and things like that. And it's not anything. Let's break out of some judgments, right? It's just a certain type of energy that makes them stronger, right? Really? Oh, what we got? We got hiding your true self. 14. And we got full moon completion here. Let's get a 3D, 4D, 5D on these. Energy here. I do appreciate all the comments and everything, guys. I'm loving it. I'm glad you guys are responding well to these. Everybody's having fun with this. I plan on after Valentine's Day breaking into some other books. I've got some classics books up there. I've got some different series. Anybody ever read or seen the Fallen movie? I have those books. Might get into those for the angel energies, right? Let's see what we come up with. Got J.R. Ward. Might do one with that because J.R. Ward in there's characters, there's even same-sex couples in some of her books. Give me 1 second. I don't know who this is. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah. I'm going to redo this line. Something just feels weird about it. I don't know. didn't feel right. And then that phone call. And then, oh, now what, now what? One card stayed up. That card was fine. Put this card. This card was up, and then the rest of the line was reversed, and it was a very ugly looking timeline. And I just want to say, be very, very careful what seeds you plant within your own mind and what you're watering to create your timelines. You will create misery if that is what you're focusing on. That all you're focused on is the worry and the heartbreak, then guess what you're gonna get? Shit to worry about and lots of heartbreak. So roll it back. Roll it back. All these books have happy endings, y'all. That is the beauty of the story, right? That is, if you take writing classes or anything else like that, what? You wouldn't watch a movie where nothing happened to the main characters. They just lived a boring life, right? You wouldn't read a book that had no plot twists or turns or anything else like that. You know, you wouldn't. It wouldn't be any fun. Video games would be no fun. Like, the drama is what makes it exciting. Just is what it is, right? The overcoming. You can't be a hero if you don't overcome something, right? Your story wouldn't be nearly as interesting if nothing ever happened to you. I don't know why I got that Dory thing. That's a funny thing to promise. What? Well, if you never let anything happen to him, nothing will ever happen to him. Alrighty. Alright, we definitely got a feminine energy playing on the bottom roll here. Oh no, we got a feminine energy rolling all the way through. This is a Queen of Swords type of energy coming in. Right? No, Queen of Cauldrons. My bad. It's the Queen of Cauldrons there in the middle on the top of the 5D. So, this is definitely reading on the feminine side of the energy here. Whoever's watching, right? I got a bit of a defensive energy, right? The Six of Pentacles is a giving energy. It's an equal give and take, but I feel like this person is definitely kind of defensive on that. I got a Three of Cups of wanting to celebrate energy, right? There's a Four of Swords. I got the Fallen from Heaven, right? I get a strong sense that this person's really trying to recuperate and get back into the rhythm of listening to their synchronicities and things of that nature, right? We've got this Jack of Wands here, and I love it in this one. It's the Mermaid, right? The Siren's Call. Very passionate energy that this person pushes out, right? And then you've got the Six of Cups, right? This is a person who can come off, they're very nostalgic. They could speak a lot about the past and things like that, but I think they try to, it's a keeping of the light side of it, right? Trying to keep the light side of it, wanting to celebrate, right? But being defensive about their energy for sure. All right, on the top line here, what's going on behind the scenes. So now that's the 3D. That's what's being shown on the 3D physical part of it that people can see, right? What's going on in the back of this person's mind? There's definitely a lot of Three of Swords energy, right? A lot of outside influences, a lot of things pulling on this person's heart cords, right? And a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain, right? There's towers definitely going on. Lots of shifts in dynamics, right? I feel like this person can get very, is very torn. Is very torn. I don't know why it does that. I'm turning the volume down. Why would I want to turn my ringer off? All right. This person is very torn. This person is very locked within their own mind, right? They're very, they're projecting upon themselves. It's very, this energy, it's like, the Eight of Swords energy in this deck, it's kind of like this person is, it's a definitely an inner thing that's going on. And it, yeah, this is because you got both of them here, right? You got both of them here, right? So you get this Eight of Swords, and it's like the universe is causing this, right? Right. But you need to get out of this energy, right? This is what the universe is saying. This is the universe sees you, has heard you, and is like, you are so bound in all these cords, right? This is a sense of somebody, that's tied in cords. What? You gotta tower it. You gotta stop it. You have created all these cords, okay? I get in the strong sense, succubi energy, right? Someone who has created a lot of energetic cords connected to a lot of different people, right? And this is now, because you've done this, you're connected to all this energy. Well, now when you cause all these people pain, guess what's coming through that line, right? And the universe is like, you got to tower it. You got to let it burn. You got to get rid of it, right? And the universe is all, right? And I said, this is caw, right? And they're birds, and like, are they pecking at you? Are they hurting you? Are they hurting you? Or are they trying to get these strings off of you, right? The universe is going, stop thinking about that person, right? That's what I always say, right? When you have a toxic thought or you're thinking about something, you're trying to break that cycle, I always go like an Etch-a-Sketch, just shake it out, erase it, right? You got the Two of Swords here in this deck as well. And you definitely got the crows pecking at you. See, now you got this set. Are they pecking at you or are they untying you? These ones are definitely pecking at you, right? These are cords you created where the other person now doesn't want to let go, and you need to make a decision here, right? There's two main cords. You need to make one decision, and you need to allow yourself to be guided, right? Look, she's so calm about it. Look at her face. You got that little trail there. She's just kind of following it. And I get a lot of sense of this isn't going to be, and she's blindfolded too, right? This is blind decisions you got to make. These are blind decisions you got to make. And I think that might be what causes a lot of conflict in your own mind as well. Because you need to make a decision and you don't know what decision to make because you can't calculate it, can you? There's no checklist. Oh, there's no checklist. You can't tink this person. Oh, I'm gonna collect up all these people and then I'm gonna pick the best one. Well, now you got all these cords attached to you, right? And the universe is like, well, no, that's not gonna work. It's all gonna come crumbling down because you can't have all these cords pulling on you. They're gonna rip you apart. So now you need to make a solid decision. You're gonna have to follow your true intuition, not a calculated, manipulative move. You need to trust your genuine intuition and not make a move out of fear, but out of, genuine intuition. I do got a warning here of being mindful of not focusing on spilt cups. Right? I got the Five of Cups here. The Five of Cups is focusing on what you've lost. That's not going to help you. That's not going to help you. You can't keep focusing on things that have already swirled down the drain, all right? And you definitely can't keep beating yourself up about it. What the fuck you did. You did what you did. That's all there is to it. You did what you did. And if what you did was crap in somebody's cup, man, flush it. Let it go. Let it go. You can't keep focusing on what you did in the past, all right? You are open. The universe, look at this beautiful rainbow energy sitting right behind you. It's sitting right behind you. It's there. It's available to you. But the universe is not going to give it to you if you're still focusing on that crap energy. Right? I even said that when I redid this, right? Whatever you're focused on, that's what you're going to get. So stop focusing on what's already gone. Turn around, right? If I was this girl, I wouldn't be focusing on what's swirling down the drain, right? Roll over on my back. What it's saying? Universe knocks you down. Roll over on your back and look at the stars. Tell the kids that all the time. I'm like, you gotta look up. That's where all the cool shit is. You gotta look up. You gotta put your fucking phones down. Look up. My goodness. You're missing out. I mean, everybody talks about, oh, this is just virtual reality. Well, if it is, this is the most beautiful, intricate, artistic design ever in the universe created, and it is the most beautiful place in the freaking universe if you just open your eyes and look around to it. And once you see it out there, you feel it. It's really it. It's really that simple and complicated. All right. 5D saying, be mindful of who you are indulging with. In this deck, with this card, what I always pick up is this person's manipulative, right? This person in this deck, there's 4 cups here. This person is passed out, right? Their cups are empty, right? His cup is her cup, I don't even know. Their cup is empty, right? And then you got this person just continuously pouring into it. Why? Why are you going to refill that person's cup? They're knocked out. They're wasted. They're trash. Why are you going to keep, right? Be mindful of people who are doing that. The 4 of Cups is, I've always read it as the overindulging card, because my goddess deck, it's a woman, and she's leaned up against a tree, and she's kind of, looks like that, right? This is just the being mindful. And be mindful of who feeds your vices, right? Be mindful of who feeds your vices. If you've got someone who only wants to hang out with you because they want to get you trashed and have fun, be mindful. Do you like them when you're sober? Would you mess with them when you're sober? What I get, it's a scene from Shameless, and it's Lip, and he's talking to his girlfriend. He goes, I wasn't sober our entire relationship. I was drunk the entire time. I don't even know if I really like you. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know. It's not that he doesn't know if he doesn't like her. He doesn't even know if he likes him. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know himself because he was wasted for years. Right? So be mindful of anybody who's feeding into these energies, especially if it's something that you're overcoming, right? I do see victory with this, though. I see that there will be victory for you, right? You got to cut out the toxic people, right? This is the temptation, the fox. It's popped up in a lot of readings lately, right? The red hair. Be mindful, right, of who's feeding your vices, right? I do see that you are gaining a lot of victory over these things, right? You're gaining control of yourself and victory over yourselves. I see definitely got a Queen of Cups here, right? Loving, nurturing, genuine energy, yeah, she's calm, and she's compassionate, and she's intuitive, and she taps into those energies, right? We got the 6 of Swords here in this deck too. The 6 of Swords is always, like I said, the rite of passage. What? You're fulfilling contracts. And I've said this before too. We all go through periods of time where you're asleep, where you're essentially on autopilot. You're not fully engaged. You're running through the motions, things of that nature. For me, I found a lot of my time between 20 and 30. I tell this to people all the time. Some reason around between 20 and 23, I stopped reading tarot. I stopped doing all of that, right? Until I was about 30, and then I got back into it. Well, in between that time, man, I caused a lot of chaos, right? I've just worked and grinded all the time. I mean, I had my fun too. But in general, I feel like those were the times where I was running my contracts, right? I wasn't allowed to fully engage and embrace into the energies that I have now, because I had to finish out contracts that I obligated myself to before I came here, right? You came here to do these certain things, marry my first husband, have my children with him, right? That was a contract I agreed to with them, with my kids, and with everybody else that's involved in my life beforehand, that I would be the one to bring them here, right? So 6 of Swords. This is a rite of passage, but now it's time to embrace into your own energy here, right? And it's just a mindful, you do have to be a little defensive. You do have to be, protecting your own energy, right? And you have to be cautious where you step. Cautious where you step. Right? He's got the 2 swords in his hands. He's got the sword sticking up out of the water. You gotta be very careful on how you're stepping on those stones. Make sure your footing is safe, right? Be careful that the rocks are slippery, right? And you keep doing this shadow work. You keep tuning into this Queen of Cauldrons energy, right? You keep emanating that energy out and absorbing it back in. You get what you sow. You reap what you sow, right? So if you sow all these positive intentions, that hard work pays off, right? It comes into fruition. It brings more in for you, right? The more you focus and work on yourself, the more you will bring into your life, right? All right. Let's do hiding your true self, 14. I said, don't mind my nails, y'all. I just can't do them right now. Need to let them grow out and strengthen back up. Hiding your true self. What? I put fake nails on, destroyed the good nails that I had going. All right. Hiding is keeping things inside. Lack of trust becomes lack of hope. There must be a limit. In the dazzling light, there is a hint of a door. Like the door to a human. Outside, draped in scarlet tunic, stands 2 women, one under the sign of the sun, the other beneath the sign of the moon. The sentence for this card is, you could be in front of a mirror or you could hide behind the mirror, yet you choose to be the mirror. Going dark here, it says, hiding is a survival instinct. Do you want to be honest and truly be yourself? Do you want to be honest and truly be yourself? Very few people will accept you then. You are too complicated to be comfortable. You are too contrary to be easy. You are too exceptional to be believed. You are too plain to be considered. You can be the sun, you can be the moon, you could be the door, you could be the road, you could be the butterfly, and the brick. Maybe the question is not if, but when. Sometimes real solitude is when there is not the right moment to be yourself, and not the right person, and neither the right way. Being yourself is like a moment at the spa. It's a massage for the soul. It's a purification process that brings in oxygen and turns away age and wear. It is bliss and pleasure. Ooh. You can fully embrace yourself, right? A lot of self-loving. All right, full moon completion. Fully. 71. Someone asked me why I've been reading them, and I'm just... it's all art, right? Somebody took a lot of time to create these cards, to come up with these meanings, to write these definitions out, and I don't want you guys to miss out on... on how important it is. I think I spent years and years reading tarot just for friends and family, and so to prove that I wasn't putting my own personal bias into readings, I always read the definitions too. I would say how I felt about the cards based on their situations and what I knew about them, but then I would read the definition to them to make sure that they understood from their own perspective what the card was speaking to them. All right? All right, full moon completion. Every 29.5 days, Grandmother Moon shines bright and full in the sky, illuminating the landscape with her muted brilliance, casting a delicate canopy over the sky and the physical features of Earth. Having gradually etched her way over the last 2 weeks of fullness, she now stands like a guiding beacon in the night. She has completed this round of her perpetual, periodic, monthly journey and will now start to slow but steadily retreat into shadow. In this card, we see the grandeur of the moon at its peak, blazing brightly, creating a silhouette of a tree. This beautiful orb reminds us that all cycles have their time of completion and fulfillment, one that will inevitably be followed by a decrease until yet another cycle is initiated. You can now take pleasure in knowing that whatever you have been working towards has now reached its accumulation. Right? Yeah. It may have been a relatively brief cycle or a much more extensive one, yet regardless of the length of time, you have arrived at a stage of completion. Let yourself feel the contentment and satisfaction of this accomplishment. It is like when you take a deep breath and reach the point where your lungs are pleasantly full and your body is ready to release that breath. It is important not only to enjoy this completion, but also to let go and allow yourself to relax afterwards. Just like exhaling slowly and consciously, people are much too eager to rush into the next item on the agenda without giving proper time and space to appreciate and honor the natural cycle of release that follows the point of resolution. Giving yourself that time to relax and rest before tackling Spirit's next assignment. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, I like that. What? If you just went through a lot, if you just, whatever, there was a lot of huge shifts that happened last year. If you just went through a lot, sit back and look around and focus on what you just accomplished, right? You're allowed to be bored. You're allowed to be bored. Like, ooh, I like that. You can call it a rut, or you can call it a groove. Are you in a rut? Are you just in a rut? Or are you in a groove? It's your choice. I kid you not. You guys saw me just do this, right? 10 of Swords. Completion of a cycle. 10 of Cups. Completion of a cycle. 10 of Pentacles. Completion of a cycle. What? Yeah. Right. I love it. Right. So the 10 of Swords usually is the ending of a crisis, or the precipice of a crisis, a defeat, a loss, things like that, right? Something dramatic has happened, right? But what you're not realizing is also opened you up to the 10 of Cups. Peaceful, harmonious, home, loving energy, right? And wealth and abundance. This is love and abundance, y'all. This is love and abundance. Let go. Sometimes accepting defeat. Just accept it, right? Just accept it. And then once you accept it, and then you could place it into this place of, oh my God, that had to happen. It had to happen. What? I had to do all this. And now it's done. Now it's done. Now you're open to this. All right. So we're going to read page 111. This should be interesting. And page 111 is in chapter, I can't make this up, y'all, 10. I don't know. I don't know how I do this. It still blows my mind to this day. All right. Here we go. All right. So now we have Will, and he is with Chloe, who just recently discovered that she is a succubus, right? She didn't know she was. And like she was raised by a human male who is part of a immortal hunting group, right? And it was a 50% chance that his daughter would end. I guess he fell in love with the succubi or whatever at some point, and there was a 50% chance that she would be or wouldn't be turn into this. She did, and then he just like left her a book of the lore and then bailed on her. Didn't even tell her what she was, right? She had to figure all out all by herself. Nobody told her anything, right? I feel like that's important to tell you here. All right, so now... No, I don't know where they are. I'm just going to read the book now. Oh, now you're going to help. He poured water over Chloe's wound and then assessed it. Redder and more inflamed than before and much deeper than he had thought. God, she was so small and pale and just so human. The spirits like her, not many pure hearts pass through our doors. Somebody's speaking. Pure of heart? You ken who she is? Why would you think that of her? She's of Webb. She hasn't followed his path. This is talking about just because her dad's an asshole doesn't mean she's the asshole, right? She's of Webb. She hasn't followed his path. How can you tell? Will already believed this and felt it in his gut that she was good. Violence and hatred leave marks. The spirits can see. You're riddled with them. You have no idea, he thought to himself. This one is not. Plus, she doesn't have them deep, dark secrets like you do, like you and Monroe. When she began chanting to Le Grand Zombie, Will's hackles rose. He had once heard the priestess explain the difference between her magic and the magic type of... Get it. He had once heard the priestess explain the difference between her magic and the magic of a typical witch. Mine is darker, and while theirs is based on life, mine is steeped in death. Loa gave a half grin as if someone had said something amusing. Creepy, mystical bullshit the like. I hated it. And then in a sing-song voice she called, "Here, Bo, come my sweetheart, summoning a pet." Summoning a pet? He questioned inside his own head. Loa and Boa, you dicking with me? I'm not jesting, if that's what you mean. The lights began to flicker, and the candles fluttered, and an ominous air stifled the room. We'll leave it at that. Not the magic of a typical witch. All right. This is craziness, y'all. It's crazy, man. Hope you guys are having fun. Like I said, if you like them, if they resonate, if you're enjoying them, if this is entertaining, definitely let me know. Like, share, subscribe, all that good jazzy jazz. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and trippy ass paths with me. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to be back just as soon as I can. I promise.